Hello, Henry from Belgium here. Today, I show you a true classic from the iconic LEGO 12 V-Trains Grey era, set 7839 Car Transport Depot, released in 1986. This nostalgic gem includes 340 pieces and features 2 vintage-style minifigures. I'm lucky enough to own the original box, the manual, and of course, all the bricks. The box isn't in good condition, it has some tape residue and wear, but I'm still really happy to have it. It adds to the atmosphere and shows immediately what this set is all about. A white car that gets loaded onto a train wagon from a platform, all under the watchful eye of the station master who monitors the action from the control tower. On the back of the box, we see several alternate builds, including a fun variation with a crane. And of course, there's that iconic photo of a happy child playing with the set, such a signature feature of 80s LEGO boxes. These types of boxes are instantly recognizable to any 80s LEGO fan. They use a gray base color and feature an inner tray with a removable lid. Unfortunately, one side of the inner box is missing in my version, but despite that, having the box adds tremendous value to the set, both for collectors and for the overall experience. The instruction manual has a handy book format, which I always appreciate. Clear, manageable, and easy to follow. What's fun about this set is that you have to build multiple components. There are 8 steps for the car, 9 for the wagon, and 16 steps for the platform with the control tower. One thing that stands out is the extendable platform section, a clever feature that adds complexity and makes the build a bit more challenging. The instructions even include sub-steps, so this will definitely be a fun and engaging project to work on. So, 340 parts in total, a solid mix of standard bricks, but also some special and noteworthy elements. Classic 12-volt train components, like the light gray tracks, which are essential if you want to integrate this into a full train layout. The set also contains numerous gray plates in various sizes. Loyal fans know I'm not a big fan of the modern light bluish gray parts. I'm all about the original classic light gray, and this set delivers on that front. For example, it includes 3 6x16 plates, already fairly large, but not quite as rare as the 6x24 plates I have in the railway station set, which has 11 of them. Those are considerably more valuable, especially in good condition. The gray 16x32 base plate is also a bit rarer than the green ones from the same era. It only appeared in about 25 sets. I also spotted it in the motorcycle shop and the airport shuttle, which I've recently started restoring. Then there's the train base 6x16 with cutout, which is actually quite rare, used in only 10 sets, and produced between 1980 and 1991. There are no stickers in this set, but we do get some cool printed elements, like 3 sloped bricks with electronics prints, and those iconic yellow arrow tiles, first introduced in 1985. Several other parts were also produced in 1985, and so they were fairly new when this set was released, like the inverted windscreen, levers, 1x1 cones, and more pieces that now are very common. The 2 minifigs are classic ones. The station master wears a blue uniform with 3 buttons and a red cap. The driver has a simple black torso, blue legs, and brown hair. Both have the timeless smiley face print, and although their torsos are no longer hollow, their heads still feature the classic closed stud, a true sign of the era. I start building the car first. It's built on a white 4x10 vehicle base, and I appreciate that LEGO use modern-style wheel holders here, not the older one-piece wheels. This gives the car a more sporty, refined look. It also includes a proper steering wheel, doors, and even a seat, something that's often missing, so that's definitely a plus. Other nice details are the white brick with a black grille print, and also the hinged roof with an integrated sunroof piece, both new parts in 1986. Make sure to use the correct version without ridges to stay historically accurate. The end result is great, a classic build with a sporty flair, and a clean white color scheme with smart black accents and a bold red seat. Next up, the wagon. The build begins with a frame of plates, tiles, and slope bricks, over which the train base 6x16 fits perfectly. What really impresses me is how precisely the car fits thanks to 4 strategically placed gaps. It's a clever design that ensures the car stays in place during transport. The detailing here is pretty minimal, just a few fences and cones to add some color. I wouldn't have minded some extra controls or electronics details for more flair. I start with a lot of black brickwork on the grey base plate. Classic Lego building fun with basic bricks in all shapes and sizes. The grey plates will go on top of this, but first I'm attaching the 2 sides using hinges. This has been cleverly designed and adds a fun play feature to the set, as it allows a car to drive on and off the platform. For the play feature of this set, I'm using modified 1x8 plates with door rail. The moving platform will be placed on top of those, and the instructions clearly show how to build the platform. It looks very realistic, especially with the yellow bricks that are integrated into the design. There's also some nice red fencing included, along with well-designed switches using hinges and printed tiles. It really looks both fun and functional. When I see this play feature, I find the playability quite limited. You're supposed to lay tracks partially on the base plate, which means the distance between the platform and wagon is very small. The sliding feature moves only about a centimeter, which feels a bit limited. A larger 32x32 base plate or 2 separate 16x32s would have allowed for better spacing and more functionality. Of course, you can detach the tracks and place them farther away, but then you'd need to reposition the safety elements, and the car might not fit through this space anymore. Still, I don't want to sound too critical. I genuinely enjoyed building it, and the sliding platform adds a fun interactive element. And it's not over yet. I still have to build the control tower. I have plenty of parts left for it, like these large black pillars, which I always enjoy seeing in a set. They bring that strong, imposing industrial feel. The clever use of several mini ladders to create one tall access ladder for the minifig is great. That's not something I often say about a set from the 1980s, because stairs and ladders are pretty rare in those. The tower cabin is nicely designed too, with 2 large windscreens, a door, a window, and even some interior details. Levers, a seat, and 2 computers. Quite high tech for 1986. I really enjoy the overall building experience. It's fun, but also a bit challenging. The play features and overall design are good. They've used tiles here, so the roof is only connected to 2 studded bricks, making it easy to remove if you to play with the minifig. The balcony railing is nicely done with more red fences, although the roof itself is a bit plain. Maybe an antenna or some extra detailing would have made it feel a bit more dynamic. Finally, I built one last play feature: a barrier gate. It's a fun and creatively designed piece using plates and tiles, rather than the printed version I've seen before. It's attached to a turntable, and there's also a sloped brick with electronics that lets you simulate opening and closing it. On this side, there will be a nicely printed traffic sign. I have to say, the level of detail and decoration is quite impressive, especially when compared to other sets from that time period. Set 7839, Car Transport Depot, was actually the third depot released in the 12V Grey era, alongside 7838 Freight Loading Depot from 1983 and 7823 Container Crane Depot from 1986. Whereas those focused on freight and containers, this one is all about automobile transport, giving it a unique niche within the 12V line. Sure, an extra car or a few more minifigs would have been welcome, but this is still a well-designed, timeless, and functional set that offers great playability and serious collector appeal. It's also clearly designed to integrate with other 12-volt train sets, rather than stand on its own. The color palette of light gray, black, red, and yellow looks great and fits seamlessly with other sets from the 1980s. I truly enjoyed building and discovering this set, and it absolutely deserves a place in my collection. Let me know in the comments what you think of this set. And don't forget to subscribe, it's free. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.